Bonbon here. I'm BonBonB. You're very, very welcome. We are live streaming, playing some live Cities Skylines, Bonbon Island at Bonnerton. So you've got a couple of people already. So hi. Thanks for hanging around while I got everything sorted out at this end. There's always some technical stuff, sharing a bit to social media, fixing the description and all that sort of stuff. Always got to be done. It's all done now. Say hi in the chat so I know who's here. That would be great. And let's make sure my second monitor is running. Also, if it's muted, that would be good, so that we don't have any background rubbish coming. That's good. Right. I think I'm ready to flip on the game. Boomza. Simon. Hi, Simon. And AB. Good to have you. Not many tonight. I think this is... We've hit the peaks with people. You know, I wonder what this bonbon's like. And now they've tasted it and they're just going to have like a handful of people now, which will mean I've got to switch things up. Now I have plans. Hi QBUK. Hi Uncle Ron. Auntie Maureen, that's what I call you. Anyway, so what my thoughts are with streaming for, I'll tell you now so we can just get straight on with the city. The plans, I think, are Treasure Hunt will continue. It seems popular with the people that watch it. Doesn't get enough views, but I'm doing it on a Saturday night, which is probably the worst time for people to want to watch a live stream on YouTube. Having said that, Tuesdays, I tried Wreckfest to see how that went, and nobody really wanted to watch. I mean, got some hardcore viewers, but it was my lowest viewed video stream so far. So the plan is to switch Treasure Hunt from a Saturday night to the Tuesday. Not this week though, because we're going to do Treasure Hunt on Saturday this week, and then there won't be a Treasure Hunt on Saturday next week. That'll get pushed back until the Tuesday. So that's the plan. Treasure Hunt will switch to Tuesdays. I'm going to keep doing something on Thursdays. Depending on how many people turn up tonight, that might be City Build, or maybe we'll start doing a live stream map build. Because if nobody's going to watch this, and that's what happened. We had that with the live, the recorded show, where I was spending hours editing, getting a really good show put together. Started off really well, tapered out to really not worth my while putting in the effort for the editing. So I thought, well, let's just share this with the Bonbon Buddies. I went straight with the Bonbon Buddies. At first, the Bonbon Buddies were watching it, and it tapered out, and now I'm getting, if I'm lucky, one view from the biggest fans, the ones that are contributing to keep the channel going. They don't want to watch. Now we started with the stream. The very first stream we did, we got about 50 people watching continuously. Currently we're on 9. Really grateful for all 9 of you. But again, if it's going to level out as an average of 9 to 15 people, I'm better off using that time for recording a tutorial or something. There's no point in me sitting here talking to just half a dozen, dozen people. What's the point? What's the point? I'd do something that maybe 10,000 people want to watch. Rob, don't know if you heard that. There was a speeding car nearly hit somebody outside, and I had it on CCTV. Anyway, so that's the plan. So maybe we'll switch it to a live map build, because maybe people want to watch that. People think of me as maps, so what the heck. Let's have a little chat. Hello from Chicago. Chicago. Does Chicago look anything like this by any chance? I know. We've got... that's my background image. In fact, my background image, I normally have the hex over it. This is now available on my merch store as a t-shirt. This image, not this image. This image is available as a t-shirt on the merch store. Link is in the description. I was going to have ready an image to share on the screen with you guys now, But I wasn't that organised, and everything was running a bit behind, and I wanted to start streaming. So yeah, that t-shirt, merch store, link, description, boom. Meanwhile, we've got some city build to do. Simon, my mum phoned me with a PC problem. Her browser told her to flush her cache, but she said, I'm now skint, my toilet is blocked and my PC is still slow. Simon, you know what's coming, don't you? I know. Yeah, yes, that is a little bit of a borrowed image of Chicago. Very nice skyline as well. Not too iconic that us Europeans recognise it. We've got, we recognise New York clearly. We'll recognise to a degree LA, to a degree. And then beyond that, most American skylines, up Seattle with the tower, I guess. But yeah, beyond that, I can't think of any skyline that I would go, oh, I know where that is. I actually had to do some searching around to find out what skyline that was, and Chicago, of course. So Shakespeare's hello from Poland. I would say hello in Polish, but I don't know what hello is in Polish, so I'll just say hi. That covers most languages, doesn't it? Right, shall I do some... Oh, were you now, Simon? Waiting for the... You can have that as well. You get 2 sound effects for the price of 1. We'll start also, before I get started, we'll start with a little reminder. If you haven't already, hit the like button. What is wrong with you? Why haven't I started doing any building work? Because I've been too busy talking with you, of course. So I don't really know where I want to start today. Before I started recording, I think I fixed more or less my rail problem down here in the freight terminal. You may remember I had some disconnect problems here. I know there's a problem with this asset, the net, but previously I've got some glitching here. I'm not worrying about this right now, but I'm getting a bit of glitching. If I try and do anything with this, with move it, I'm going to show you what I mean. So if I try and move it with move it, let's get rid of that for now, move it. I come down here and just grab the segment and try and do anything, I instantly get this. I haven't read it yet. It's a standard null object error, isn't it? That's what that is. So I don't know what's causing that. And let's get rid of that. I'm just going to pop that back using the undo function. So it took me a while to even get it this good. I'm not happy with, we've got a jinky janky here, which I will put right at some point, but at least now we actually have a connected rail going through the vanilla terminal. And yes, it's vanilla. I'm an advocate of using vanilla where vanilla works, and if you really want to have a professional looking build, then grab more assets off the workshop. What's going on down here? What are these things? Oh, I want to get down there. Let me get down there. That's an interesting asset. I mean, I'm not complaining. They're very pretty. But anyway, yes, it's. I'm happy with the way it looks, and the fact that we haven't got any blue mantles sat there where between the vanilla. And so yeah, that's now working. Let me have a quick look. Saw a message there from Uncle Ron. Would you do a map review of one of the week's top maps via the stream? So the thing is, doing a map review within the stream, I think it'll get a bit lost. People don't tend to search for live streams, and of course it'd be a bit disjuncted. Anyway, yeah. I think people like the idea of a pre-recorded show with the streams. With the map reviews. With the treasure hunt, I think that matters less anyway with the treasure hunt, because we're not actually doing a full in-depth. We're opening a goodie bag just to see if there's anything good in the goodie bag. If you haven't watched Treasure Hunt, everybody who's here, Treasure Hunt, the last couple of weeks we've opened 9 maps, all which have been minus a thumbnail, maybe a very short or 0 description, and only one of them was, I feel, worthy of sharing the link. The other 9 will just leave as secrets, because I don't want people going over the saying Bonbon had a laugh at your map. I'm not laughing at any map. I'm just trying to find a hidden gold map. So yes, so that's the plan with the I don't think a live review will work, but Treasure Hunt, because it's quite shallow, all we're doing is taking a quick look and seeing, is this map worthy of a review, and that kind of works, I think. Janik says a null reference is generic error report. Indeed, yes. This is why I didn't bother reading in any great depth, because they are very generic. The fact that the error is begin generating a few seconds is a clue to tracking the culprit. It means that the game is attempting to spawn a missing or faulty asset. Thank you. It means it's either a building or more likely a vehicle due to the frequency. Yeah, indeed. It's tied in with this one, with this net, and so originally when I put this down, I didn't have any. I think what I'll probably end up doing is switching out this net completely with a different net and seeing if that makes any difference, because you can see we've got a little bit of glitching in and out there in the corner of the screen, and say this was not a problem before. It's I think it's one of Revo's assets, and yeah, I didn't have any problems with it before, so I might upgrade it or switch it for something that's working a little bit better. The other thing I'm probably going to do at some point is replace. I had some. I think this is a combination of the loading screen mod and tree and vehicle props. Originally, I did have in this area here some trailers, abandoned trailers, and maybe the front, truck front, had some there, and in the bus station there's a bus station over here. We had some parked bus props, which were courtesy of tree and vehicle props, and here as well, including the vanilla school bus and the tourism buses there as well, and they've all disappeared, and I suspect that is down to loading screen mod. If the vehicle hasn't spawned, does it? I don't know. I haven't really got to the bottom of it. I haven't spent any time on it because I've got other things to do. But yeah, so there are a few bits missing, 1 or 2 glitchy bits, which I think is just a matter of course with a city build. But what can we do? Okay, right. The plan is, anyway, we'll do some work in a second. Let's have a quick chat. Yeah, no problem, Uncle Ron. Always glad to have you along. In fact, need to chat with you at some point about the idea I had about a year ago. I probably ought to get that rolling. You know the one? Was it Midsummer? I think that was the one. And you did an alternate version of it for my idea, which didn't start but I really should get that rolling. So I'll be in touch in the next week or so, and we'll just get it going, because how much work is going to be for me? Probably none. It's, well, I mean, a little bit of just recording something every now and then, and that's it. Looking forward to that. I'm very, very welcome, Janik, or Yannick, I guess, isn't it? Tono Gomez. Hi to you from the leader of the crew. Right. Okay. So the plan is today to do some work, but I haven't really decided. Who was it last week? Was it Bulletproof last week who said that it was the same buildings, and there were the level 5 buildings were the ones with the problems over here? One of the reasons why I haven't started the simulation is because that one there. Let me have a quick. No, I don't want to move. Let's move it out. So this is. I think it's a level 5. If that's a level 5. what else have we got problems with? Are they all level 5s? That's a level 4 and it's complaining. That's a level 5 and it's complaining. So level 4s and 5s are complaining about low land value. There's not really any more that I can do. I've cheated as much as I can. We've got park, we've got unique park, we've got park, we've got park, we've got school, we've got a park here. I mean, I've done we've got a park here. We're right next to the lake. We've got all of the trees around it. I know I can upgrade the roads to have extra trees. I tried that, didn't make any difference, and so I don't know that there's anything I'm going to be able to do if all of these. That's a level 5. This one down here, that's a level 4 and it's happy. So just some of these, all the level 5s seem to be complaining. I don't know. Probably switch those out another day. I don't know if I can be bothered with it now. We've got the hills over here where we I've zoned out the garden areas, and so part of the task over here will be to add some foliage, maybe a couple of extra. I mean, there's room for. I think we should get a building up here. Let's do that now. Let's start off by grabbing the road, and we'll get ourselves a little road up this way. Definitely got some problems. You see that? Definitely have some issues with an. Oh, now I'm deleting bits of road that I don't even want to delete. This is proving bothersome. I'm not liking this. I don't mind the we could fix this at some point, but I'm not liking what's going on. The hi from Oklahoma. Yes, you should have said you're very, very welcome. Just catching up on the chat there. This is not so good. Let me switch out. Anytime I touch a road asset, net asset, sorry, I'm getting this, which I didn't get before, which makes me think it's it's obviously a mod error, but what mods are we having problems with is the thing. Well, I've managed to get our road back in. That, I guess, is good. Can we... Will it let us... Maybe... We'll upgrade to... I'm not liking this at all. Let's see if we can't... Right, let's fix that. Oh, go away. And I'm determined just to get through this. Right, so we have a road going up into this area up here, so we can now copy and paste a building. This one I think will do absolutely fine. So you, and copy you. Oh, it's the same one as that, is it? Or is it? Don't want it to be the same. That is the same. I don't want the same one. Let's go find a different one. How about that one? Oh, that was a cluster, wasn't it? This one's probably doable. We'll use that one. And pop you up here. That's okay. We are clipped a little bit into the land. We can just elevate you a fraction. How about that? Right, so we can do is we'll put some fencing down. I'm really concerned about doing any more work until I have this resolved. Do I have anarchy turned on? I believe I do. It's not an anarchy problem though, because I've used anarchy for a long while. This is a net error problem, which makes me think that the problem with the rail isn't necessarily the rail, but maybe, look at the bend on this road. That's weird, isn't it? Let's see if I can't fix that. Oh, I'm getting some. Bear with me a moment. And get rid of that. Okay. Right, we're nearly right. Okay, whatever went on with that road before has been fixed now. What's going on with my second monitor? I want to keep an eye on the chat by looking at the second monitor, and now it wants to show me an advert. I'll watch an ad. It's fine. Okay, I'm not going to worry too. I can keep an eye on the chat here. It's just tucked away underneath. Tucked away underneath the game, so it's just a little hard to read. Right, so we've got that. Has any of you got any responses? So yeah, it might just be an issue with an asset. Yeah, it's yes, we have. Well, the thing is, we're getting that problem with this is a network extension to assets, but we were doing the same kind of adjustments on the rail and having problems. Let me try that with a vanilla road. I'll just come over here and we'll pop down the vanilla road down here. Pop. That's vanilla road, and got now to build a road. There we go. Yeah, even placing down the vanilla road, I am getting an error. No controller error. So no controller is being the problem. So all I'm going to do, I think, is I'll probably restart the game without it, because I think I'm not going to be using no controller in today's. It's just not something I have planned to do. So what I'll do, let me make sure I'm doing this right. So if I swap that back down to there, we'll keep chatting. I'm going to save what we've done, save game, and pop that in there. Then I'll shut and restart the game, but without no controller. Might be an update on no controller that I haven't got. I'm not worried about it right now though. Right, quit to desktop. We've done that. Actually, let me just do a quick idiot check on no controller. What have I got? Idiot check time. Yes, I found an idiot. No controller. What have I got? I have the current version of no controller. There's no argument with that. Let me unsub it, resub it. Right, well, there's not anything more I can do with that then, is there? Let's relaunch the game. Boot up the game. What I will do though is I still will launch it without no controller. I can check that in my own time. Because I haven't been doing much building, but I've been doing a lot of reviews. I have noticed the same error message coming up when I boot up a map, but because I'm doing any work with the map, I'm not really experiencing any problems with it. So that's not really anything that's been causing me Too much trouble. Yes, the siren's there for those playing BonBonBingo. Oh, you nearly missed a dead person as well with the near accident we had earlier outside. Right, that's an error message that I skipped through. Because I'm forever switching between Tree Anarchy and Unlimited Tree Mod, depending on what mod is required. I use the Show More Limits mod, which actually does the same job as Tree Anarchy. But sometimes I need it, sometimes I don't, and it doesn't matter that I have both, I feel. I'm not seeing any problems with me having both. Anyway, let me go into mods, shut down node controller for now, so I'm not going to do any work with it. When we switch it back on, all the settings that we had will still be there, I hope. Load game, and as soon as that starts loading in, I'll share the screen with you, hopefully, because we've been here before, sat here for a couple of minutes waiting for it to start loading, and it's thinking about it. I have just up, yes, yeah, Cake Boy, yeah, I uninstalled and then reinstalled just sat here looking at a screen that's doing nothing at the moment. I'll give you a 30 seconds game and then I'm going to restart you. Sometimes that's to be done. Yeah, so no, the game's hung. That's okay. This happens. This happens when you're running 1,000 mods. Let me switch out of that, switch back onto here, start the game up a second time, and then with the restart this should be enough to fire us up with luck, and then we'll hopefully be able to do some work without having to wait every time we move something. We got drum roll. Yeah, drum roll. I have. Well, I mean, we got this. A slow hand clap. Right, so show more limits can go into the background. And then once it starts loading, I can start thinking about talking about stuff, because I can do stuff. I can do talking. Come on, game. Loading in the mods at the moment, as it always does. I'm not getting any error messages on the debug, which is also good. Load game. Be good to me, please. So anyway, I've been working on this city now for months, and I have a population of about 6,000. Guess what? Yep. Population of about 6,000, which is frankly rubbish. But I'm enjoying it. I've been enjoying the build for a long while. It just gives me a chance to shape some city, and again, I can't really do a tutorial for you guys if I haven't played the game for a long while, because things are always changing. Hi Simon. It gives a slow but steady frame rate. Can't crumble. Yeah. Desktop for the win, isn't it? It's certainly way better than console. I know you haven't got console, but yeah. With the one thing with console is it's fairly reliable, but you're setting a low bar. You got a low bar. There's your bar with console, and you can't really go wrong because it's the low bar. And then when you start mucking about with mods, the thing is, we can't complain. When we're mucking about with mods, we can't complain, because basically we're breaking the game, and then we complain when the game is broken. It's just the thing, isn't it? Yeah. We've got to remember back 7 years before we had Traffic Manager, before we had Move It. We still bloody loved the game, didn't we? We did. And then we just got spoilt by these modders breaking the game, and breaking the game some more, and then some more, and some more still. But look at the standards of the things that we're getting. I mean, some of the assets that we're getting from the likes of, I mean, just pick one random, Luminu. what a creator. That's just one. I can go on for hours naming creator after creator. We've got over 100 in the Chart Show Hall of Fame now. That's over 100 creators that have scored over 100 points on the chart show. Top of which is currently Smiley's, who's got over 2,000 points. And you look at Smiley's assets, there's not one bad asset. I mean, they're all absolutely freaking amazing. You get the people that specialise in, like, your Mr. Maisons and your Bedelmos, specialise in the foliage. You get those that specialise in vehicles. You get all these people that are specialising in stuff, and it's just absolutely amazing. Plus with their networks, Revo with their trains. As a mod creator, I think you are nice too. I'm not a mod creator. I'm not. I've made a few maps and a few parks, but yeah. Well, I think my maps are. I think they're getting better. I think they're getting. Every time I make a map, I think it's the best map ever, and then you look back on it like a year later and you go, Although Bonbon Island, I stand by Bonbon Island. I think the standards that I've achieved on here is not to everybody's taste, clearly, but I think the standards are good. And if I do make another map, which I'm feeling might just be a live stream, because we've got 15 viewers and me. This isn't, if I'm going to spend 2 hours, I could be spending 2 hours working on a What map for next week, getting ahead, taking some workload off, rather than sitting here waiting for a game to load up, where I'm hoping to be able to do a little bit of fun. But I mean, is this worth my time? I mean, I enjoy it, and I'm enjoying the chat. It's really good, and so on. Yeah, there's always list duplicates. Can't do it. 2 failed. Yeah, again, nothing I'm too worried about with a couple of failed assets. Again, that's something I can look on the loading screen report, but duplicates aren't a problem, and so on. It's just that happens. The Cephalus. Oh, you are the mod creator. Do we know you by another name, Cephalus? Because I don't recognise Cephalus as the name of a modder. But yeah, what have you made for us? Or have you modded for another community? For example, SimCity, that sort of thing. Really appreciate the stream. Got here by a map of mine. You were a Valia. Yannick, yes. Yeah, I mean, like I say, the people here are going to appreciate the stream. I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying the chat. It's very rare you actually get to directly interact with your viewers. I try and do so in the comments and keep up, and if somebody messages me directly on social media, 99% of the time you'll get a response. Sometimes it gets missed. That's life, especially the more now we've got a zillion social medias. People say you've got to get Instagram, Bonbon, share some images on. Oh god, one more thing. I should be doing Cities Skylines on TikTok next. I don't think it really works for TikTok. Maybe it does. Maybe I'm missing a trick, but again, a 30-second TikTok video could take a couple of hours. I mean, the intro for the island. This intro, I'll run it now for you. Hang on a second. I think from memory. Oh, hello. Yeah, that's a reminder. Hit the subscribe button. From memory, I think that took me about 6 hours to put together. It's 13 seconds long. So, to record a 30-second TikTok video specialising on Cities Skylines is a big job. And how many views will it get? Maybe a couple of hundred. Well, is that worth hours and hours and hours of work? Probably not. And in fact, you're not. You make more money, generating more money from YouTube, unless you're getting the millions and millions of TikTok hits. Let's have a little look. See, it's I think it's at that stage where it's just loading in the mods. We'll give it I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes. It has been sitting at the screen for a while, but yeah, it's the very last stage of loading in the game is loading in the mods. Failed asset, the old toll booth. I'm not sure what the old toll booth is, but what can we do? What can we do about it? What else have we got here? Muddy road missing. Muddy road is missing. I hope not. That's quite an important one. What have we got here? Block bark circle 8 meter. I don't even know what that is. Block bark square 4 meter. These sounds like detailing props. Patio recliner. I'm not that worried about that one either. So there are a few. The thing is, there's you subscribe to a lot. I subscribe to a lot of things. Less so now when I don't do an asset review in WhatsApp. But for the longest time in WhatsApp, subscribe to the asset, show it once, have to subscribe to all the requirement parts of the asset, and then this is dead, isn't it? Yep. It's dead again. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to drop you back to the hex. So we'll do that now. Make sure that we are back. I am going to force crash this. This is not what's supposed to happen. This is thrilling. It's a thriller minute. At least with Wreckfest we got action, didn't we? We were good to go. Alright, so we'll try that again. Take 3. Take 4. We're not going to get much done tonight, are we? Not going to get much done tonight. It's fine. What would I be doing other than recording next week's shows? It's like nice to get ahead. That's one thing with the new format of the show. It really does give me a chance to get ahead. It doesn't save me much in the way of time, but it gives me some switch off time between, and it just like flushes the memory banks a little bit, and I'm just feeling a lot better in myself with it not being a daily, even though I am streaming in between, because there's no real pressure of checking everything. It's much better. Right, we are heading back now to the main screen, which is, once it's up, we will try again. Try one more time, and if that doesn't work, we will have a look at a map. How about that? I'll grab a map off the workshop and we'll randomly open it. That's a bit more fun. Adaptive Networks is now not correctly installed. I think I'm going to go and correct that before we go any further, because if Adaptive Networks, that's something that could cause some problems. Adaptive Networks, come on. Bum bum. Right, so unsubscribe, give it a couple of seconds, subscribe back. Right, here we go. Take 6. And like I say, if this doesn't work, we will go for a review. Well, a flying review. It won't be a full review. We'll dip in. We'll do a map that's not going to be reviewed, and we'll review it. Got a few actually that have been crossed off the map list, the request list. Not the request list, but the BonBonBuddies. Once a week, they get to vote on the map coming up for the following week. And if a map gets rejected 3 times, it goes into a discard pile. So maybe you should have a look at one of the maps that's been discarded and see whether we've missed a special one. Could be a thing. Right, we're at the main screen. At the main screen, last chance. Bonbon Island, please be kind. Right, that can go back up onto the screen there. Right, okay, we'll give this a go. Right, let's have a little chat. Look at the chats. But the lap of the gods. Yeah, indeed, it's all. Yeah, we're breaking the game using mods. So when it breaks, whose fault is it? Mine or ours? Always think positive. Your problems because CS is just a great community. Yeah, we've got a great community. All right, going up there. The Cephalus. You're not done much for Skylines. Work mainly with Unreal. Well, this is it. But you're a modder, and I'm sure the people that use your mods are really appreciative. The thing is, we're all appreciative. We of course we're going to moan when things are broken, but that's the nature. We moan when things aren't broken. We moan about Cities Skylines being awful AI, but 7 years ago we weren't complaining about awful AI. We were saying it's the best thing ever. It's just the way it is, isn't it? It's the way it is. Right, are we actually working this time? Does look it, doesn't it? It's looking like a healthy. Maybe it was Adaptive Networks was the naughty mod. Got 28 duplicates, no failed assets this time so far. There's always time. Always time for it to fail. Plane tree. Oh, we got here's the asset list. Did it Lily Pilly? Lily Pilly Big and Bushy has been missing forever. Oh, here we go. Yeah, hang on. What's the other one? I can't read it. It's red on green. I'm red-green colourblind. There's no chance of reading that. I'm not worried about the missing assets. It's fine. The other one I can just about read Toll Booth. So was that bread something? I think it said there. So yeah, we're. I think we are going to be working this time. Yay! Do some building. We've all been there. Yeah, we're getting there. Last Chance Saloon. This will work. You haven't played since you brought Mass Transit. Mass Transit's the most essential of all the DLC. I think After Dark is a massively underrated, not overrated, overlooked and underrated DLC. It's been, was it the first one? Thereabouts the first one. Yeah, it's just a nice little mod, that nice little DLC, that one. Bread Grind Mud Tollgate, I think it said. Thank you, Simon. Thank you. I'm not sure what a bread is. Same error when you're plopping in game. Maybe it's, yep. What PC recommend for the stuff that what PC do I recommend? The best you can afford is what I say. Get as much RAM as possible, because you will never have enough RAM. The GPU is far more important than the graphics card. So get your best possible GPU, your maximum possible RAM for Cities Skylines, and then everything else, whatever you can afford. SSD as well, rather than regular old school hard drive. So SSD so that you can read and write quicker. I think that basically covers it, and that's it. Basically, once you've got as much RAM as you can afford, and when I say as much RAM as you can afford, if you say, well, if I can get another 50 quid but I haven't got, save the extra 50 quid. Get as much RAM as, whatever the maximum your hardware will take, fill it up maximum, because you will fill it up. You will. But yeah, the best GPU as you can, and everything else is just a bonus. When I got my new gaming rig, the stuff on here I've not really used. I don't even know how to use. I've got a sound card in there that is gathering dust. It's in there. It's all plugged in. I've no idea how to use it. It's not really something I use, but maybe I should learn. But then there's always 10 other things to do, isn't there, really? Well, what have we got? It's a lot of your map reviews depend on mass transit. Yep, indeed. Yeah, yeah. Virtually all the good maps do require mass transit. Been making mods for a long time. It's about making the best we can within the limitations. Yeah, limitations is a big issue. I don't think people realise. They say, "Oh, why can't you just make better AI?" Well, as a modder, that's beyond. You know, you've gone, like we say, with Traffic Manager, you're working within the limitations of the game. Max out the RAM on the laptop 16 is good. 16's I would say the minimum really for a modded game. I feel 16. Come on, game. If you're going to fail, we've been sitting here, but I'm just going to give it a little bit longer. And if this fails as well, I'm going to give up, and I'm going to just load up a map off of my long list. Let me go and get ahead on that task by finding the reject pile. Sorry, that reject pile. That's a fair description for it, I feel. The maps that have been rejected three times by the BonBon buddies. What we'll even do is we will how many is that? 16 maps. There's 16 maps to choose from. A couple by the same creator there. We've got some options. Come on, game. I'm getting frustrated. I didn't have any problems, and now I have problems. I've got nothing better to do with my time than sit here talking to you, showing you a screen which is frozen. Perhaps I should freeze as well. Doesn't work if you move your eyes, does it? Oh. How much longer did we give it? I give it 2 minutes. I got my eye on the clock. Right, 2 minutes. If this has not done anything in 2 minutes, we'll quit. We'll give up. We're not going to get any building done at all. Which is, well, we got some while the game was glitching. Sad times. Sad times. It's fine. Nobody watches this anyway. What's the viewer count? 33 people. Where did you all come from? Well, you've missed very little. We've put, I think, one road down on one building, copied and pasted using Move It, and it was glitching, so we've tried restarting it several times, messed around a little bit, so you've not actually missed anything. But what I think, I'm getting fed. No, that's it. I am going to quit out. Going to subscribe to one of the maps. I'm going to subscribe to that now. Let me go and do that. What should we do? I always like their work. I'm going to have a look at this one. Let me go and ready to subscribe for that one. A creator. I've always liked this creator's work. Oh, hello. Wouldn't you know it? The moment I give up on it, we have never give up, never surrender. That's what they say, isn't it? Something like that. Anyway, if you're new here, social medias are on the screen now. Feel free to subscribe to the one which is to your best taste. Now let's find out, have we got the same problems with, well, whatever the problem was is gone. It's gone. Must have been adaptive props. That's what it was. Right, well, if that's the case, let's do some Sorry if you're expecting a map review. Looks like it's the moment I give up on it is the moment we actually have a little success. Let's grab you out of that and also bring you up that sort of way. Alright, we'll have a little house in here as well. How about this one? This is a cluster of houses. So what I'm going to do, I feel, is grab all of that, including little roads around it. Something like that. And we just want to make sure that connects in, don't we? So we'll do that. Okay. It's nice actually playing the game when it isn't lagging about and doing silly bugs, isn't it? Now, we did have back over the campus. Let's go. We had some more detailing work over here to do in the campus area. I put in these little ponds, which was suggested by one of you guys, the viewers, and didn't quite have time to finish. We've got this little area over here. Got a little area over here. Should this be a car park? Because we've got car parks. We've got car parks over this side of the campus, but we haven't got one over this side of the campus. And again, the connection from one side to the other by road is only via the highway underneath the river. We've got a couple of little footpaths. Probably should make this a little car park area. I'm going to do that, I feel. So, road condition, is that? I can't, that's the one, isn't it? That's not bad. Push you back a little bit. And then, how we best suiting this? How's we best suiting this? Yeah, that's all right, I think. So what we could do is we could budge that a little bit closer up to that fence. Drag that up to the end. And we can then do, in fact, I'm going to use this same one here. Come on. Come on. Oh, what am I doing here? I'm in move it. Sorry, I've been so desperate to get started. My brain is really not in the right mode now. We'll put it right. We will put it right. We will get it sorted. We will then use you. We'll do something very similar here. And we will parallel that with this. Have a grass bank in between. A little bit of little line of hedges or something there. And or would it be better, would we be better with them angled this way? I think that would be actually better. Bring you down here. Something like this. Still would like to have the little a little grassy gap between the two. Might require us to move this guy a little bit. That's alright. Is there enough room for one more up here though? I'm not sure that there is. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. How well can we fit it? Somewhere about there. Right, okay. What we do is remove that. I'm going to connect you like so. Use move it to bend those roads in like that. Come on. And then stop snapping too, please. Thank you. Much better. That's not what I was after. That's okay, don't worry. Do you know what? We'll get this to work. Let's just get all the nodes down first of all. That's cool. And we'll do that up to there. Oh, look at this. Excuse me. Try that again. A little bit of glitching. There we go. Oh, let me just persuade this to behave, and then that kind of just about almost works, I think. You and you, move you across a little bit, and you move you up and out a little bit. So what I think we'll do is we'll get something on there. Not right now though. What do we think? Do you know what? This might work. You and you. Well, that fits perfectly. Just got a little bit of glitching out, but I can live with it. 8x2. 8x2 is too big. 4x2 is probably. Oh, look at this. It's almost like it was meant to be. I know I should be putting down disabled parking, etc. But no, they park on the other side of the campus. We make them come over the footbridge. That's angled. All those there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this in a little bit at the end. Oh, right click instead of left click. It's my concentration face going on here. Bump, bump, bump. There we go. Oh, that's awful. I'll have a look at the chat in a second. I see there's somebody's been a bit busy. Somebody's been busy typing, which is good. I like that. Oh, come on. Do you know what? I'm happy enough with that. And there's possibility of dropping this down a few nodules to get the try and get the decals showing. And then we've got a little bit of problem on this one as well. Yeah, that's going to be the same. There we go. Right, so we've got a little bit of parking down here. We'll do some hedges or something in a moment, just to line it up and make it look a little bit more pleasing. Okay, let's have a quick chat. Have you got HDD activity? Have I got HDD activity? Don't think so. So anyways, thanks, driving through the living room. Yes, minimum 16 I would say is about right for the minimum amount of RAM for a modded game. Yeah, I mean, I recommend 32. Yeah, you recommend 32. Recommend 128. You know, just basically get the maximum that your motherboard will have, and yeah, that's all you can do. That's all you can do. You should have a look at Cape Undo. It hasn't even made it to the vote yet. I have got Cape Undo on the list somewhere. Let me do a quick check. Right, find Cape Undo. Sure, I've got it on the list. Cape Undo Basic. Yep. It's well, I mean, if you're going to request it, that goes onto a different list. Let me get that onto creator request. Boom. Right, there you go. That's gone from being about 6 months away from even being on the vote to being on the actual to-do list. So that's good news. Happy with that. Right, who oh blimey, look at the chat's gone absolutely mental, isn't it? So yeah, Cape Undo is coming. Hey to Account Original, glad to have you along. Yannick, yeah, try it on the network, rail network. Yes, I will go and do that right now. Mad, could you create some parks and courts which would increase? How many is the thing? I'll go back over there. In fact, I'll do that now. So yeah, so we're talking about land value over in this area here. So first of all, park here, park here, park here, park here, park here. So that's 5 parks in this small area. And if I go into I've lost it. I have lost. There it is. That's it. Oh, it will fill in a second. Takes a few moments to work out what's where. Come on. Come on. Just when you think it's not gonna do it, it'll do it. Come on. Oh, start simulation. Sorry, my bad. It won't do it without simulation running. So, come on. There we go. So, if you have a look at the value, this is all high value. Not quite as high as these green areas, But this is a fairly deep. I mean, it's mid value, isn't it? But there's not really much more I can do. We've got a unique building here which is pumping out value. We've got we've got a school down here as well. There's not really much more that I can do short of put a tree-lined lake right slap bang in the middle. I could put. Oh, I have tried putting avenues down. Didn't make a jot of difference. We are basically the maximum land value that this area seems to want to have. So, so yeah, that's the plan. That's the issue there. Yes, it's quite warm here. I've got a fan on in the background, so if you can hear that, I apologise. What's up? Hiya, Vista Vegas. It's been a while. Glad to have you back. Yeah, it's an old name. You've been a follower for a long time, a long time. Cephalus been watching my videos for a while. I must say, I'm very talented. Oh, I've a great eye for details. There will be a few map makers who would disagree with you. Oh man, yeah. What would happen if I sat down with Unreal 5 and the full asset? Well, yeah. Here's hoping that Cities Skylines 2, which may or may not be in production, it is, but we don't know that for sure. Wouldn't it be great if it's on something like Unreal 5? I don't know. Just as long as we're not on the Unity engine anymore, we've outgrown that. Good morning, Evil Dave of Canada. Good morning. Is it good morning? It's not morning in Canada, is it? Can't be. It's got to be afternoon in Canada. Anyway, it's good morning somewhere in the world. So good morning to you if you are in Aussie world, or New Zealand, or Thailand, somewhere where it's. I'm guessing it's morning in Thailand. It's got to be morning in Thailand. It's got to be. Anyway, right. So we've caught up on some chat. So that's the problem down here. We've got land value issues. I may just mod myself out of it, just ignore it completely. I'm not that bothered about it. Anyway, we were going to do a little bit of right. We just put parking in down here. Let's get some bushes or something. Let's go for what we got in the way of some P-Delmas. Small hazel bushes would be great. I feel they'll do. They will do fine. Let's go with a line of them. I'll switch down the key back on, and I feel that'll do. A line up here, maybe to the top, and a line up here, maybe to the top, and maybe here. Maybe we can do a little feature tree or something going on there, and again something around here. Maybe maybe we can put in some sort of shed or something, because this is the groundkeepers unit from the campus DLC. So maybe if we were to have I mean, we could get some planks or stuff stacked in this area or around. There's potential for some detailing here. It's what I'm thinking. There's potential for some detailing. Also, here to there, to there, to here, to there, and then something like that is nay too bad. And we'll see if we can't. How about that? And how's about just a couple more? So that's a bit better than it was. Here, I think what we do is we extend this park out, but we do it with fake. I think that's what we do here. What we want is a path asset, which is going to be that one. and just a dirt path, probably. And just bring that up, one up this way. Space already occupied, stop being, there we go. So a couple of those. These are vanilla trees, so we'll probably end up swapping those trees out. What we want in the meanwhile is maybe we go with the vanilla trees, because it will match. Let's match the park. What the heck? Let's do it. Just extend this whole park out. What have we got? One of those. One of these. And then maybe we can put some park benches down. They're too big, those trees, aren't they? Pops. Those two, and maybe one at the end here. I'm going to grab the end of that path and just grab it, just to drag it onto there a little bit. That's pretty reasonable, I feel. So that's filled in a space that was lost. Not sure what we'll do up here. I think actually this will be a place for benches. This will be if you're on your break. We probably will want to go out and have ourselves a little lunch on the grassy area. I think that's makes a bit of sense. Don't want to go any further up that way. Maybe one more there. So yeah, simple detailing. I'm not going to overdo this. I'm not going to overdo it. I'm going to do something similar over here, I think, with maybe a few benches up the side here, so people can come and have their campus break. I'm not going to put anything up in this area though. That's a little feature focus area. Maybe just a few down this way there. Then we have this area here, which is a bit lost. So I'm going, oh hello, this poor vehicle doesn't look in the best of way. Right, okay, so what I'm looking for here is inspiration from you. I'm going to just do a little bit of tweaking here, and if you can give me your best ideas for that. No, it's glitching too much into the ground. But if I bring it up, I think I have to move this node up. That's move you back to there. To that. Oh, we've got a stray node here as well. Bring you up. And we probably can do a little bit of then we'll hide that with some foliage. Is that looking? That doesn't look so bad now. We've still got a bit of a problem. Yeah. So fighting with the terrain. Always level the terrain before you put buildings down, and you don't have this issue. I think, oh sorry, I thought I had that node. Right, so yeah, we'll thank you. Yeah, well, I'll hide this with a bit of foliage along here because I don't think we can do too much with this network because it'll just glitch out some more. Right, thoughts? Bob's Burgers, good idea. I don't have it, bulletproof, but that's a great suggestion. Let's have a what else have we got here? Unreal's a step ahead in world creation. Yeah, God, you imagine map reviews on where we've got the Unreal. That'd be great. Small park to the left of the cafe. An idea. There's an asset in the workshop for a huge NVIDIA graphics. Oh, hello. No. All right. Yeah. There's an asset. Well, I'm not subscribing to any assets. If I haven't got the asset now, we're not going to be using this right now. Study area with trees and benches. So a burger asset would be study area with parks and benches and trees. So basically what we're saying is we just want more of this. Yeah. That's what we're saying. We just don't want some more of that. But we are going to want a... we've got burger van. What's this? What's the asset called? Cart. There we go. So we'll have... Well, it's not with that. Balloons isn't going to work, is it? But yeah, we've got a... That's a bit... That's not really what I'm after, is it? It's really not what I'm after. Anybody know what that asset is called? Which is it's like an ice cream. It's a what's it? Vending machine. It's not a vending machine. It's vanilla. It's no ice cream. It's not called ice cream. Props. What's kiosk? Kiosk is a thing, isn't it? I think we'll go with maybe the kiosk because it's got a grill. We'll go with the kiosk because it's got a grill, right? It's those of you that want something like that. I think that would, and then can we maybe do something like this, and we'll move the kiosk back a bit. We'll do some surface painting under where that was for obvious reasons. Maybe even this thing can be, we'll leave this in. We'll leave this in. Come on, get up there, you. Right there. And then we'll throw some benches around because benches. Benches. We'll go with some nicer benches here. And we'll throw some trees around. As you suggested. Some sort of just sitting area. There we go. And then if we want, no, we don't want forest brush. Although it's a very nice tree we've got selected there. Maybe we have that tree as a nice shady tree above that. In fact, I did say something about having a feature tree down here. How about we use this very self-same tree. Excuse me, I'm switching on the key on. Why let me play there. Cannot build on water. How is that water? Right, I'm going to copy him. That's a different tree. Go away. Nope. Got you. Right, we'll use the copy paste function and move it to bring one of you down here and a little feature tree down here, and we'll do some foliage. In fact, but we'll do the same around, maybe a couple in there. Yeah, we'll do some foliage around the bottom of that. That's nay too bad. Maybe we go with 3 of them there. Don't forget the bins. Don't forget the bins. That's what we need. Thank you. We definitely need some bins. Bin. We'll go with some bins down here. One of them. I've got bins in my other little detail area. I'll go and show you that in a moment. I really fancy... we've got bins on the front. That's respectable. Let me go and show you my other little... bin area. That is down in the harbour. Now I did this little area down here. There's somewhere where people can come and have their munchies, and look, I put bins down. I'm quite respectful of people using the bins. Yeah, back to the campus, which is I've lost my campus. Where am I? I'm over here. That was where I was working. Yeah, so we got that going on there. Let's grab these because we might as well tie the whole area in. Actually, not remove it with that. Thank you. And we will do a little... Oh, look. I chose a hedge. A little bush thing. You saw me do it. I saw me do it. And then I ended up with something that wasn't it. And I'm very sad. There you go. That's the sort of thing I was after. Go straight line across the top here. And we'll do that. It's a little parky type area going on with just a little cluster of something. In fact, I think that would be an ideal spot for, if I go and grab, where are you? Where are you? Don't seem to be able to find it. Got some down here. That's the one. Come on. Copy. That's the one. And I've lost you. I've lost my spot. Over here. That's the one. It's a little cluster there, and then just some grasses. Just some grasses to blend them. Where's my grasses? I don't want to do these. Oh, we've got these things though. We can use these. We can use those. Bring that up to the trees a little bit, and then maybe, oh no, it's a bit too much. Some low grasses, and I'm going to have to do a little search. Oh, grass. What have I got? Path grass. Path grass? What is path grass when it's at home? Oh, this is the vanilla stuff. Do you know what? Big fan of using vanilla stuff. we will use something along it just to it's the same one. Oh, this is props. There you go. That's the problem. That's too big. Right, custom assets and the grass. That's what we want. Come on. Let's look at this. You get your custom assets and you look, it's a bit too much. It's a wee bit too much. Short grasses might be, we can mix these in. Have to do a little bit of work with that. And then over here I've put a few down there. And yeah, it just all seemed to drop below the surface. Down you go. This one. Oh, hello. Please don't jump. That was the page down button, and suddenly it was paging up. Gotcha. Don't want the big tree. Don't want the big tree. Thank you. Get rid of that one. There we go. Right. Still doesn't quite feel right, but now I think it can work with one of those clusters from over here, hopefully. One of those there, maybe one of these here, and then one of those going on there. How's that? Does that tie that in a lot better? I think we leave the gap. I think we leave the gap there, or just extend what we've got under there a little bit further. Let's do that. Let's just extend what we've got here using copy and paste, I think. All I've got there is a cluster, is it? Okay. Well, if all I've got there is a cluster, let's come over here and grab these bits. Just add a little bit of a transition between the tufty area and there we go. I think that helps it to pop a little bit more. I think we're not far off calling it a day for today, but this is now starting to come alive, so I want to get a bit of foliage along here. I'm not going to do it now. Just a little bit more around here to make this. Again, it's just going to be some of this low shrubby style stuff just to tie everything in together. We come over this side. Again, I don't think we're far off. A little bit along this edge of this road, this path stroke road here, so we can just blend into the hills a little bit better. If we come over here, you can see it's just it goes from car park into hills, so just want to create a slight transitional barrier between the concrete and the foliage there. And then I don't think there's too much more to do around here. For those that missed the last episode, I did do the hedge maze. Finally did the hedge maze, which was suggested a couple of weeks ago. This is using some custom assets on the workshop by this guy, Bonbon something. It's a modular hedge maze set that you can pop together, and as long as you just follow the simple rules, and it's all coded up. The holes in, like here, this is one unit, this is another unit, and the holes align. Like here, this is one unit, this is the other unit, and again the holes align. Nobody's going to walk through it, but you know, true realism and all that, you want people to be able to get in and lost, in theory. So yeah, there's a bit more work to be doing on this town hall parkland style area. So maybe next time we'll do a bit of that. Starting to come, I think. Let's have a little look. Yes, hi Peter. Thanks for the chat there. All good. Have I missed anything? I laugh at your 30 Celsius. Yeah, 30 Celsius and we are all melting. It's we're not used to it. Our houses are not built for it, basically. Our houses are designed to keep us, mostly designed to keep us warm rather than cold. So when it gets warm, our houses get warm. And we don't have air conditioning, because for the 2 days a year where we need air conditioning, we just moan about it. That's the UK. Oh, we love it. There we go. So, oh, where's your bin? Oh, Simon! Simon! That's for your bin jokes, okay? If anybody hasn't hit the like button yet, we'll throw that up on the screen as well. So, I think now that we've got a little bit of a pinch going on here. This is because no controller. I haven't got a no controller operating at the moment, so I'm not worried about that. Once we get no controller reinstalled, that will sort itself out. I don't mind that. We've got some police cars on the. Don't know where they're going. Actually, I do know what's happening there. What we have is a central police station here. And one of the quickest routes for them to get anywhere might be to come in, do the loop, and then maybe loop back here. Possibly. So that's one of the things. But yeah, I'm happy with the shape of the city so far. The campus is much bigger than I ever planned. We do need to put a bit more housing in before we can start the simulation up again properly. And I want to work up into the hills and get a little bit of, at some point, it's not a priority for me, get some detailing on the houses up in the hills. Again, it'll be nothing more than the low grade detailing that I'm doing down there. I'm calling it low grade detailing. Some of you are going to be, it's the best detailing I've ever seen. They're going, have you ever seen somebody detailing before? I'm sure. I'm sure. But yeah, this is coming together. I'm pleased with it. And I'm pleased that you've been along to join me for the build. Let me throw that back into this mode. Oh, no, maybe this mode. Keep that in the background for now. So, I think... Oh, what mods are these? What mods aren't these? I have got a whole bunch. What do you want to know? We've got Move It. We've got, Traffic Manager is on down there, No Controller, Intersection Marking Tool, Tree Anarchy, Prop Anarchy, and so on, and so on, and so on. There's loads. Am I moving around the map with the keyboard? Yes and no. Yes and no, that's really helpful, isn't it? Right, okay. Another mod. You've got choice of 2 mods for this one. So yeah, I am right in terms of movement with the keyboard. So I've got this hand up, it's my mouse. This I use for the left, right, up, and down movements. For rotational, I use the mouse, and for zooming, I use the mouse. The reason why it's probably a lot smoother than with your movements is I'm running with a mod called Speed Slider, and the modern version, which people will recommend, modders will recommend you should switch to. I will recommend you switch to it. I have no problem with Speed Slider, so I'm sticking with it for now. Is Play It, and that enables you to change the speed of the simulation from 1% up to 200%. You see the old flashing of the icons here at 200%, and if we move it down, see how they're slowing right down now. So that also affects the way that you move about. So if I set it at 100%, and now I'm going to do the same movements as I was making before, and you can see how we are moving around. It's quite difficult to keep the smooth camera on that as I'm moving around. And now if I slow the simulation down to 20%, which is well how I record most of my watch maps, is on about 20%. And now with that setting, you say I've got much more fine control over the camera, and I'm just literally using the same controls as I was before. There becomes a point where if you set the camera to say 1%, there's no reaction. You are moving about, but as you're trying to move it, it's reacting to your previous inputs. So yeah, there's a point it becomes too slow. I find 20% is about right. Can go a little bit lower, sometimes go a little bit higher, but yeah. So, and that enables for, like I say, a smooth camera control, which makes it easier for you guys to watch as well, which is what it's all about. Right, let's have a quick look what we got. So that was the keyboard. So that was for you, Zigzag Toes. Hope that helps. Mainly the detailing mods. Also, how do you build houses or buildings on pavements? Right, okay. So the one of the other mods I hadn't mentioned would be, if I come out of here, this one here, this is Find It, or Find It 2 is what you want. What you can do here is search for, if you know the name of the asset. So if I know if I'm looking for, I'm looking for something called commercial. Well, that didn't help. Oh, I've got trees highlighted. There we go. And so it brings up, there we go. This is small industrial shop, and so on. So we have, so I can choose Stella House Hamburg. Got it now. I can bring it down and I can plop it. Now what you want also is Ploppable Rico Revisited. The old school version would be Plop the Growbles, so you wouldn't be going wrong with Plop the Growbles, but it's time to switch over to Ploppable Rico Revisited, and this will enable you to plop the houses down like such. Once they are down, you can move them about using Move It. So come on, let me grab that. I'll get there in a moment. Right, grab it with Move It. Come on. Oh, sorry, I'm being an idiot. There we go. So you can move it around because of Anarchy, which is a mod which allows you to basically put them anything you want anywhere you like. If I want that in the water, I can go and put it in the water. Admittedly, it's a bad idea, but if I want to put it in the water, I can put it in the water. What it enables you to do, though, is to, if you want to set it back a little bit from the road, you can. If you want to move it closer to the road, you can. And with the housings down, the housings over here, like we popped down this house earlier, I just brought a road up, put the road where I wanted it to be, and then I just plopped the housing down rather than zoned it in. And again, using Ploppable Rico Revisited, that house will stay there because of the settings. Otherwise, if you just plop a house down without Ploppable Rico or Plop the Growbles, it will, after a few moments, just despawn because it doesn't realise it needs to stay there. So anyway, so there's that with the ploppable. Let me go and get rid of this this building, because this building may stay here, may return here, but it's not part of my plan for the moment. So that is how you that's how you plop buildings down. Hi Snakus. Bless you. Thank you very much for the sub. Thank you so much. Always well appreciated. It's just nice to have people. It's nice to be appreciated by one or two people, isn't it? Yeah. So I think, let me just come in the camera mode. Any more questions from anybody? Have I missed anything? I don't think so. Yeah, we've got benches down. The bush is alive. It's alive. Oh, don't watch that movie. There's a movie called It's Alive. Though it's old. It's what, 70s. How best can I describe it? Fetuses with teeth. I mean, you've now seen the movie. Don't watch it. I missed your last jet, Simon. You are a joke. Let me just get this ready. I missed your last joke. All right, let's go scroll up. That bush, it's alive. Person, where's your the bin joke? Yeah, well, I did read that one. Did I not give you a Did I not? Oh dear, yeah. Excellent. I think we're about done for now. I don't see anything else anymore. I've got more of the hills to do. I think we'll hold back on the detailing until we get the housings done. The housings. And this area, actually, I think next time I will remove the buildings which are complaining too much, replace with buildings that aren't going to complain too much, and then just finish plopping this area with some condensed, because I really want to get on with the commercial area here as well, and just get some, this waterfront area. I'm going to go for restaurants. I'm going to go for maybe a casino, all that sort of stuff along the front, and then some of the old buildings down here, some of Titan's work just in this part of town here, because I feel like an old port town feels like it was about right there. Also, maybe even a boat slip here, maybe. Been inspired by one of the recent maps on WhatsApp for a boat slip, so that's pretty cool. Deacon, that's you, my friend. Anyway, yeah, I think we're done. I don't see that we can really achieve much more tonight. Between the two comments, oh my goodness me, you're making me work. Right, the bush, it's alive, and somewhere between the bins and the bush, I got nothing. I see nothing. I see that. You're not getting any more laughs. Have a instead. That's the best I can give you. You're not getting any more. Yeah, I think we are about done. If anybody's got any last words, I'm going to hang around as I explain that. Again, if you miss the start of the stream, I'm going to switch up how I do the live streams. I'm going to go down to 2 a week because it's not getting huge amounts of views. The Tuesday one will be the Treasure Island. Treasure Island, which is currently going out on Saturday. This week's will go out on Saturday, then next week's will go out on the Tuesday. So it'll be a space of 10 days, thereabouts. We'll do those on Tuesdays. And then Thursday will be Bonbon Island, and maybe for the mid-term, maybe a month's time or whatever, do a live map build and see how that goes. Yeah, I think that sorts us out. Delete. You live in Southend? Southend? Lovely. You've got a pier. And for those of you not in the UK, Southend's pier, if this was the pier here, would start about here and it would end just off the edge of the map. Oh yeah, you don't want to walk it. You don't want to walk it. And you've got the little transit system on your pier, haven't you? You've got that little little train thing. Absolutely necessary in Southend. Sure, I've got the right pier, haven't I? Southend Pier. Not thinking of Weston-super-Mare, am I? Am I thinking of Weston-super-Mare? No, it's definitely Southend. Anyway, I think that has to be it. I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to drop down to that there and just say one last chance. If you haven't already hit the like button, you know what to do. Now's the time. Hit the like button. It really does support the channel. Gets me seen by more people. Helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking and for subscribing. I've been BonBonB. You've been very, very welcome. Look after yourselves. Look after each other. And I will see you again very, very soon. Thanks for watching.